Hi, this is Ilma Art Studio, and this is the photograph for the day. And I took that sometime 3 or 4 years ago in a botanical garden show. So check my website at ilmaarts.com for more of my artworks and photographs. Hi, how are you today? Whew, it's finally spring in Orangeville. It's 0 degrees, and we just had our air conditioning installed. It broke down on us before the start of winter last year, so it's good to have that done before the hot season comes in. I'd like to share with you today the verse 2 Timothy 2 verse 21, which says, "If you keep yourself pure, you will be a special utensil for honorable use. Your life will be clean, and you will be ready for the Master to use you for every good work." And here is my poem regarding that. Ready for the Master's use. If you keep yourself pure and holy, you will be like a special utensil and used solely. Like silver or gold, you will shine so brilliantly. The Master will enjoy using you exquisitely. When your life is clean and untainted, God will use you for the church He planted. He will bring into play your calling in life, then everything will work for His majesty and delight. And here is the essay part of the devotional. Does your mother or grandmother keep some utensils for a particular occasion? When I was a little girl, I remember my mother had silverwares inside a special box and locked in a cabinet. She cleaned them once in a while to ensure that they are sparkling and ready for use when the event comes. It was a tradition in my family that silver utensils were used for special occasions. The Bible tells us to keep ourselves pure. If we are untainted, we will be ready to be used by our Master to do every good work for His kingdom. To be pure is to pursue righteousness living, faithfulness, love, and peace. Prayer. Lord, protect me from corruption. Reflection. Why should every believer guard their hearts from all kinds of corruption? And here is my talk about the verse, or has like some testimony about it. It is really very hard to protect purity of heart, because when you live in this world, people around you interpret things or judge you for certain things that probably may be true or may not be true. And when we are interpreted as something that we are not, and we have issues about pride, what we tend to do is to prove to that person or to that someone that what they're trying to say is not who you are. But actually, the gauge of purity would be a life of integrity, a life of a life that is not compromised. Like I know somebody because he was treated badly by someone in his life. He had to take revenge on somebody to get even with what happened to him. And usually when you're abused, that's a cycle of abuse. Like, you are abused, then you become a victim, and then later on when you get out of the abuse, you become the victimizer as well. But this is exactly why in the verse 2 Timothy 2:21, we are likened to a silver or gold utensil that are usually used for special occasions. And believe it or not, we were designed by God to be holy because we were made in the likeness of God. So we are all holy. We may not do holy things, but He made us holy. He made us righteous, especially when He allowed His Son to die for us. He actually cleaned all our sins. That's the reason why Christ died for us, so that we will have a clean slate. Our debts will be all paid. So if we maintain that purity, that holiness, and do not desecrate any of the things that will compromise the purity of our conscience, of our heart, then we will be used by God for the purposes that He needs. I remember I hear Joyce Myers was saying that she had to go through a lot of things in her life, and she knew she had a calling to be a Bible teacher to all over the world. But it took her a while to do that because God had to purify her so that she will be able to be used as a tool by God to proclaim His word. So whenever you are being tested, whenever there are so many circumstances that are actually testing your life, your faithfulness, your integrity, take it positively, because God is probably refining you. Like when He refines silver or gold, it has to be on the test of fire. So when you are under fire, you will be more refined and more pure, so that He will be able to use us for His purpose. Because that's the reason why we're here on this earth, not to use ourselves, not to abuse ourselves, not to be abused by anybody, but for God to use us so that He can glorify Himself and show the world that He is the greatest and the only one, the Almighty. So have a good day, and I hope that you will be able to enjoy this beautiful weather. If you're in Canada, it's kind of okay today, but I'm sure if you're in Asia or you're somewhere in the tropical, I'm sure you always have a nice day. So God bless.